Hi, I welcome you all the students here. Already we have started with our agglutination AGAB reaction and we have learnt about all these part, the agglutination reaction and precipitation reaction. Now today we have to start with complement fixation state. What is the meaning of complement fixation? The lysis of RBC or bacteria requires some non-specific unstable component of fresh serum which are called as complement. The lysis of RBC, that is called as hemolysis, or the lysis of bacteria, it will require some non-specific unstable component of fresh serum, and these are called as the complement. This complement system comprises of 11 proteins and they are present in every individual. They bind to the Fc region of the antibody and which is involved in the antigen antibody interaction or the formation of antigen antibody complex. This ability of the antigen antibody complex to fix the complement is used in the complement fixation test. That means when the antigen antibody complex will be formed, it will fix the complement and then it is the test called as complement fixation test. Now let us see in the complement fixation stages what we are doing. First, the antigen along with complement, we are putting it inside the serum. In the first stage, the serum is containing the antibody against that specific antigen. But in the second step, the serum is not containing any antibody against that antigen. So in the first reaction, what will happen? There will be complement fixation. Complement fixation means the complement will fix the antigen antibody complex. But in the second case, you can see only the antigen and complement is present inside the serum, but there is no antigen antibody complex as the serum is not containing any antibody. Then you have to add the sheep RBC in both of the cases, in first also and in second also, and the antibody to RBC sheep, that also you have to add in both of the cases. But in the first case, there will not be any hemolysis. Why? Because the complement fixation that is already occurred in the first tube, they will be conjugated with the sheep RBC along with the antibody to sheep RBC. So it is the positive result. All the available complement is fixed by the antigen antibody reaction. So no hemolysis is occurring here, okay, in the presence of the antibody. But in the second case, what is happening? There is no conjugation of the complement fixation because no serum antibody was present there, and sheep RBC along with the antibody to sheep RBC will not be give the positive test in the complement fixation test. So there will be the lysis of the RBC and the complement that remains, and RBC cells are lysed in the indicator stage. So the test is called as the negative test. Now ELISA. What is the meaning of ELISA? Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. There are total 4 types of ELISA: direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, sandwich ELISA, and competitive ELISA. Usually, the direct ELISA is basically used to find out the person is HIV positive or not. Just to find out the HIV, presence of HIV that is present in the human body or not, we can use the direct ELISA. First, what you have to do, the primary and antibody that will be conjugated with the antigen, and then what you have to do, you have to use the enzyme linked antigen, and you have to use the substrate, and there will be competition in between the antigen and the enzyme linked antigen, and the, after adding the substrate, what will happen, it will show some color there, because enzyme linked antigen will be, it will be reacting with the substrate and it will give the color. So in case of direct ELISA we can use this step. In case of indirect ELISA we can use two types of antibodies. In case of sandwich ELISA we have to use capture antibody along with two types of antibody and the substrate, and in competitive ELISA we have to use the inhibitor antigen also along with the antigen antibody complex, and substrate we have to use in each stages, because the enzyme linked antigen, that is orange color, you can see in every stage we have to use the enzyme linked antigen and substrate. Okay, so that's why it is named as enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. What is radioimmunoassay, RIA? Here you have to use the antibody and antigen along with the radio-labeled antigen. So the there will be the competition in between the radio-labeled antigen and the antigen along with the means who will meet with the antibody. So what will happen in the free reaction, there will be the, so when we will wash out, then the unbound antigen antibody will be washed off, but the bound antigen and bound antigen along with antibody will be present in the tube, and we have to count the level of the radio labeled antigen. So then we can understand that our antibody with interest is present there or not. And what is immunofluorescence? Immunofluorescence can be of two types, direct and indirect. In case of direct, the antigen and antibody interaction will be there, but the antibody is, it is containing the fluorophore. Fluorophore is the chemical molecule which will help to show the property of the fluorescence. So directly we can count the number or the amount of fluorophore present in the primary antigen antibody complex. So that is direct one. And in indirect one, along with the primary antibody, we have to use the secondary antibody also along with the fluorophore. Okay. In case of direct, only primary antibody is used, and in indirect case, the secondary antibody is also used here. So what are the different applications of antigen antibody reaction? How can you use the antigen antibody reaction in the medical field? The first one, determination of blood groups for transfusion, because when the transfusion procedure will be done in the hospital, so the determination of blood group is done by this process. Serological ascertainment of exposure to infectious agent. Okay, that means the, in case of the serum, it is exposed to any kind of infectious agent or not. We have to find out that with the help of the different kinds of antigen antibody reaction. Development of immunoassays for the quantification of various substances. You have to do the immunoassays like enzyme linked immunosorbent assay or radioimmunoassay also you can use, just to quantify the various substances, to detect the presence or absence of protein in serum, because antigen and antibody both by nature they are protein. So the specific antibody or antigen, they are present in the serum or not, we have to find out that thing. And certain Immunodeficiency diseases also can be determined by the antigen antibody interaction. So these are the last stage of the antigen antibody reaction. I hope you all have understood. If you have any kind of doubt, you can send the doubt to me in the writing form, and I will try to solve it. Thank you very much.